Welcome back to the Mariners Sogcast. This is episode 67. I'm Garrett, and I'm here with Matt.
Hello.
Let's talk some ball.
Let's do it.
This might be the most colorful episode of the Sogcast yet.
Yeah, we put some pennants up. Check these out. These are vintage now, I suppose. What are they, from the 90s? And maybe
check out
some
this
earlier
Phillies
logos.
one.
Oh, so sick. Look at the color on that. So classic.
Yeah, that's nice.
Cincinnati Red stockings. Beautiful. Anyway, we're here talking Mariners baseball.
Yep.
They sucked on their last
It's
homestand.
terrible.
Yeah, or the homestand.
No,
Their
road
last
trip.
Road trip.
I know what you mean, yeah.
Yeah. They're back here hoping to turn things around on their current homestand. And we have a tough go with the Twins. We have a tough go with the Orioles coming into town hot. And we're kind of stuck in between, man. I feel like the Mariners have shown their potential, but recent decline has made everyone worried that the sky is falling and the Mariners aren't good, right?
Definitely, and it's because the Mariners' offense is not performing well.
It's not at all. I mean, it's real bad. Franchise bad, like the worst ever type Mariners offense bad. So,
Right.
we were trying to make all these moves in the offseason, getting rid of Teoscar, Eugenio, Kelenic, and all of these things, and we're hoping to have a rejuvenating effect on our entire roster and offense. And they've showed that they have a lot of chemistry and find ways to win, but they're not mashing the ball by any means. The only things we're doing well is walking at a decent rate and hitting home runs at a decent rate. And those are the only two things in my entire research this week that looked good.
Well, we're winning at home,
That's important.
and we're beating teams in our division.
That's very important.
These are the kinds of things that's going to get you to the playoffs.
That's
but
right.
Not really the kind of thing that's going to get you far in the playoffs.
Right. That's what we have to worry about. So the Mariners sit here 47-37, still 10 games above 500 before the game on Saturday. The Houston, they are 5.5 games behind us before Saturday. So they're coming up, and they do not strike out a lot. I looked at the whole list of teams' strikeouts. The Mariners lead the entire major leagues in strikeouts,
They sure do.
going to set a record. And the Houston Astros, they strike out less than any team.
Jeez.
They have the least strikeouts. So the recent momentum shift is scary because when their offense goes, they can beat us. You know, if only our pitching is what we rely on to beat a team like Houston, then what do we do when their offense goes and ours doesn't? We lose, you know? So
Or we just pitch really well, and then they have Rafael Monterable in their bullpen.
yeah, we just have to hope that Montero pitches 2 out of 3 games and we take advantage of him.
Yeah, that's kind of it. That's what you got to do.
Yeah, I mean,
Dude, we can't hit starting pitching to save our lives. We can get to the bullpen, and we have a much better shot there. But, man, it's been horrible not scoring until the 7th or 8th inning.
yeah, the games or the stretches of games that go well for the Mariners, they are getting to the starting pitcher a little more, making him throw more pitches through the 4th inning or so.
Right, because that's the ideal thing to do, is to score runs early in the game. But
Right. So when things were feeling good and the Mariners were rolling on most cylinders,
on all cylinders, but
yeah,
most cylinders.
even if they were on all cylinders, it's a 4-cylinder car engine. So, like, we're not rolling at 6 or 8, you know, like those cars will roar. But the Mariners, they just keep finding ways to win, relying on their pitching. So Wednesday against the Rays, that was game 3 of the series. We had already lost the series.
Yeah, but we salvaged it. We didn't get swept.
Allergic to sweeps, as Patrick
Patrick
would
always
say.
says, yep.
Hey, Patrick. Hopefully you're having fun down in San Diego and leaving us here to suffer with the boys alone. No, they did put up a good win Wednesday. Kirby was really good.
Yes.
6 innings pitched, 4 hits, 1 earned run, 7 Ks. That's excellent. Kirby's been really good recently. The month of June, I think he's the second best pitcher in the league.
Behind Logan Gilbert.
And that's what we like to see from our boys. In this game, the Mariners' offense sucked through 5, 6. It was the 6th inning when we finally did something.
That's what I'm saying.
Yeah, Pepio, 5.1, 1 hit, 1 earned run, 8 Ks. He destroyed us. The Mariners sucked ass.
That's
man.
a great day.
It was terrible. So we finally jumped on their bullpen. Cal Raleigh with a 3-run home run in the 6th inning broke this game open.
I'm convinced Cal Raleigh is the best baseball player to ever pick up a bat.
Dude, that dude is so clutch. He's hitting around 200, just over 200, but
he's Mr. Clutch.
Yeah, you want him up there when the game's on the line. So he's something else, man. I really hope we extend him in the offseason. He had 2 walks on the day as well.
Dude, build the statue.
Just build a statue.
Dude, he's the man.
Jay Buhner doesn't even have a statue. Come on.
I'm just saying he's really good, dude.
I know. I love him. Big dumper, dumped all over them, and that made the difference. JP also was the only other player on our team that really got it done. 2 for 3, 2 RBIs in the 7th inning, and we ended up winning the game 5-2. And it wasn't pretty. The Mariners didn't hit a lot. They had 5 runs on 5 hits.
An ugly win is still a win, Matt.
Oh, Both in Stanek were fine. Both had 1 inning in there. Munoz came out and looked bad. He was not comfortable. He was hurting, and he was trying to give the game away. 2 walks, 1 hit, 1 run, and Thornton came in to shut him down and save the day because Munoz just did not have it.
Yeah.
So it was scary at the end. We thought that they had a chance. They had runners on base. Thornton came in and shut the door. We didn't get swept. That's important, man. The Mariners have not been swept this season. That was really close.
All in all, terrible road trip.
Yep. Terrible road trip.
That was the last game of the road trip before we got a day off to come home?
Yeah. I think they fly home after the game and have a day off at home or whatever.
Good.
Get reacquainted. So Thursday, a nice day off. We needed it. On Friday, I was listening to Dave Sims on the radio, and I was like, man, I think I just needed a day off from Dave Sims, honestly. He came back, and I don't know, man. Sometimes he's kind of annoying, but he seems to be really pointed recently, too. He loves certain players and doesn't like certain players, and he's trying to put that vibe out there. In the first inning, didn't Polanco, I don't think he missed a ground ball necessarily, but
something happened like that. Yeah, in the first inning, I guess one got by him, or I don't know how close it was because I was listening on the radio.
Yeah, me too. That game just started. I wasn't watching. I wasn't even listening yet. I don't think. But Sims made it sound like it was Polo's fault. I don't know. I feel like he's just really pointed recently about certain things, but not when it's Julio Rodriguez or not when it's a certain guy, but when it's another guy, he's been...
Yeah.
But, I mean, I guess I can't blame him.
Right. Patrick's brought it up before. They probably get told not to dump on Julio because of who he is.
He's a franchise player.
He's going to be our guy for a long time, and let's be real, he's not having a good year.
No, he's not.
So, but, I mean, the announcers on the radio and the TV will never say that.
They do, but, yeah, with kid gloves.
Yes.
They're not us here, just we can say whatever we want. Julio sucks right now. They can't say that. They can't. Right. He is valuable in the field, but
his defense is immaculate.
Yeah,
but, man,
I was comparing him to a George Springer or a Kevin Kiermaier, where it's they're not going to do all the heavy lifting with their bat. Even George Springer this year at 30-something, 36 years old, has 8 home runs and Julio has 7. It's dude, who... I don't even know if you'd rather have him or on your team or not. He has Kevin Kiermaier defense and George Springer bat, but George Springer isn't the player he used to be, and Julio should be more than the player that George used to be anyway. We're expecting a lot from that guy, and he's not giving it to us. He's the one guy that if you asked us at the beginning of the season, we'd be who's going in June to get this team going? We would talk about it all the time.
100% Julio.
It's Julio.
It's going to be Julio.
So when is that? Because
man, we're still waiting around for it. It's getting to be past the time where this needs to get going, man. Get in gear. He did manage to get on base on Friday.
He did.
And then was immediately picked off.
Yeah. That was ugly. They're trying to do like a standing ovation for him and whatever. He hits the ball up the middle, 90-something miles an hour up the middle. Nice, solid hit.
Yeah, good hit.
Immediately gets picked off. And then he just does more of the same. I mean, he has a really unique swing. We've talked about how he lunges over the plate and like leans.
Yeah.
He's going to get exposed if he's not feeling right, if his timing's not right. He doesn't hit like other hitters do, and he needs to learn how to be more balanced at the plate. He can't be off balanced when he's swinging. The pitchers take advantage of that every time. The catcher reads that swing every time. He gets beat because he's showing them his weaknesses every time he swings the bat. And he needs to learn how to stay over his back hip and swing the bat from his back hip. He's transferring too much weight, and he's leaning and lunging too often.
Forward.
Yeah.
Yeah.
It's very unique, and when he connects, it looks great, and it's great, but like, man, he needs to really figure something out and simplify his approach, his swing, and swing like more of a natural baseball swing rather than his swing, because he has to incorporate more of that into his game if he wants to continue growing in it instead of being exposed constantly.
Yeah, man. Well, we had Logan pitching that day.
We did.
Logan's great.
Logan's awesome. Going into that game, he just pitched 2 8-inning shutout games with 15 strikeouts and 1 walk. That's dominant
Sure
stuff.
is.
And also in June, he had about a 1.2-ish ERA going into June. Best pitcher in the whole month of June. So, Logan was rolling, man. How far did he go in this game?
You know he had 1 walk in all of June?
1 walk, yeah. Yeah, dude. That's wild. And it came in
That's
the last
crazy.
game.
Yeah.
And then he hit a guy this game, but either way, that's awesome, man. That's George Kirby-esque. Let's throw strikes, see if they can hit them, nibble edges, just making them miss all the time.
Crazy. .617 whip. Come on, Logan. What are you doing?
That's
too
crazy.
damn good.
In June?
Yeah.
.617. That's tiny.
That's solid, dude.
Yeah, 1 is good.
God,
1
he's
is
the man.
elite, you know.
Just the man.
He's like a half a base runner reaches per inning.
Yeah.
Like, holy shit, good luck scoring on that. Yeah, I love Logan, man. His splitter, he's using his slider a lot. Teams that hit the 4-seam well, he uses his slider well. He's incorporating his, what did I just say, the splitter. Dude, it's so good. He keeps them off balance. He occasionally throws a curveball in there to change speeds and throw one in the dirt, just bury it just to change their eye level. Dominates the top of the zone with the fastball. Great extension. That dude is something else. He's at the top of his game.
He went back-to-back 8-inning shutout innings.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Back-to-back 8-inning shutout games.
There you go. I was like, I said something weird.
With 15 strikeouts and 1 walk.
That's awesome.
Insane, man.
He's the best.
So he gets it done in this game, too. He gives up 2 runs. Not bad.
Oh, but what you were saying about teams that hit, like, for example, the fastball really well, like the Twins.
Mm-hmm.
He's going to throw you that slider, mix in a splitter,
usage.
dude.
Yeah.
It's great.
That slider usage has been up in June in general. I think I heard that he was throwing his slider more often than his fastball at some point, and just on the broadcast, if I remember correctly. So he's very much mixing it up with that fastball slider and mixing in the split, and it's great, man. Ever since he went away from his changeup, which wasn't a bad pitch, and incorporated that split finger, he's been dominant, man. He keeps those batters off balance. It looks like a fastball, it's a split. It looks like a fastball, it's a slider. They go different directions. They all come out of the same arm slot. They all look the same out of the hand. You're either getting 96 plus or you're getting movement, you know, like 86 to 89 splitter or slider. And it's like, dude, that's impossible. If he throws strikes, there's no shot. Those batters have no shot.
My man is dope.
I love Walter.
Pitcher of the month, probably.
Oh, yes.
Cy Young, probably.
Yes. We'll see about that. But, yeah, he's making a good statement right now. So he gave up a 2-run shot to Carlos Correa to end his 21-inning scoreless streak
That's all right.
to Carlos Correa at home. Ugh.
Well, Carlos Correa is on my fantasy team, so
Well, at least so is Logan. So you got
it kind of
you
was
got
a wash there.
You got both benefits. He pitched a great game, and Correa got some points. Yeah. Hey, I'll take that any day.
I think I had him on my bench. Oh,
Correa?
well, Correa. Yeah, I
You
finally
didn't have Logan on
I
your
finally
bench,
remembered
though.
to put Logan back on
Good.
my team.
Thank God.
I know. I'm dumb.
Well, the Mariners can't hit for shit, man.
No.
Garver and Canzone leave the bases loaded in the 8th. There was one out, bases loaded. Garver popped the fuck up. Canzone struck the fuck out, and we were pissed the fuck off, dude. Patrick was like, dude, what is this, dude? I'm like, where's a bridge or like oncoming traffic? Because what the shit? Can we score, please? We do end up scoring that inning, though. We tied the game up. They intentionally walked Cal after back-to-back bunts by Polanco and Rayleigh to score the tying run because Miranda, the third baseman, tried to tag the guy going to third and then couldn't make the throw to first. The ball got away from Santana. We scramble home and score the tying run. What is baseball? Like the Mariners somehow squeaked that out. We're so fucking lucky, dude.
I know. Yeah, it's basically we accidentally won that game.
Yeah, we easily could have
I
lost
think every
that game.
run that scored was on some kind of like error or
Just a nubber of a squibber hit, like
just
nothing.
lucky
Yeah,
stuff.
So
Yeah.
lucky, man.
Can't believe we won, honestly.
You see something new every day in baseball.
Yeah.
I
I was going to say, though, Rayleigh bunts might be my favorite thing in all of baseball
I
right
love
now.
it.
It's the best, dude.
He bunted like 100-mile-an-hour fastball from Duran too. Like that
Yeah,
dude. That dude throws heat, and he's just no problem. Bunts 100 miles an hour. It's like, dude, you are the best. JP popped one up the previous inning, and we were pissed off
Because he couldn't just lay down a bunt,
just get
dude.
it down, move the runner. And
Rayleigh's like, watch, bro.
yeah, Rayleigh's like, this is an art. You have to hold the bat and catch the ball with the bat, dude. Like,
Dude.
he's so good.
Lays it down,
That's
man.
part of his game.
Dude, he's the man. He's fast. He can bunt. He can hit home runs, dude. Oh, it's just so much fun to watch.
Yep. That might have been Griffin Jacks that was pitching then, but we couldn't hit Duran the next inning. We couldn't hit him at all. That dude throws heat. He's nasty. We go into extra innings because this game's tied at 2. They can't score. We can't score. We put in Munoz in the 9th. They put in Duran in the 9th, and we move on. And the Mariners just keep finding a way to win. JP was the ghost runner at second base. And
They called him the zombie runner on the
yeah.
pod. I was like, what is that?
I keep calling him Zombie Runner too. I think it's a Gary Hill thing.
Is it? Okay.
Yeah. And I kind of like it. I've been saying it even on our pod the last couple weeks. The zombie,
Have you? I haven't
yeah.
even noticed. It's
Yeah.
such a weird phrase.
I kind of
Zombie
like
runner?
it because like Ghost Runner, that means he's not there, but we all know what Ghost Runner means.
Shadow
it means
runner.
nobody's there, but we pretend he's there. But
Yeah, but
he's there, so
but we
he's a
took the
zombie
term and-
runner because he was the last guy dead last inning, and he's come back
He's
to
been
life
revived,
and put on second
resurrected.
base. Yeah.
Okay.
So JP,
Honestly, it's all right.
I kinda like
now
it.
that you break it down for me.
yeah, Gary Hill, I think came up with that. I like it. I'll run with it. Let's do it.
Was it Aaron Goldsmith who came up with the immaculate inning? Or is that
I
been
don't think
around?
so. I think that's
Okay.
been around.
He just likes it a lot.
Yeah.
Yeah, okay.
Yeah, who doesn't?
I know.
That's the best.
He's
9
always talking
pitches,
about it.
3 strikeouts.
Yeah.
Whew.
I don't know if he coined that term. Maybe
I
it
don't
was
think so.
Okay.
If he
well,
did, then I mean, cool,
Shout out to
but
Gary Hill
I don't
Jr.
think so.
He's funny.
JP, he's on second base.
Yeah.
Julio is batting. Julio hits a little nubber in the infield, moves JP to third base. He's scampered over there, and Julio was out at first, so it's basically a sack infield squib, like sack bunt, basically. So we have a runner at third, and this is after the Mariners shut down the Twins in the top of the inning too. I forgot. It was Stanek who came in and was fucking stoked. And
Yeah, because
we
he was
left
screaming.
that runner on. He was
Beating
coming
his
off.
chest.
Yeah. So he's pitching for the win.
Yeah.
They didn't score, and then we get JP to third base on that little thing. And then the infield is in because there's one out runner on third base, and Cal Raleigh's at the plate. They already intentionally walked him earlier in the game because they know what he's capable of doing.
Because he's Mr. Clutch and they're scared.
But he does strike out a lot.
Yeah.
So they were pitching for the strikeout on Cal or just missing the zone intentionally, hoping he'll swing and pop up or strike out on something that's not even close to the zone.
Well, they missed the zone.
They did.
And he swung.
He was aggressive. He knew they weren't going to throw him in the zone.
He reached way down.
Yeah. So he went and got it and put it on the ground in the infield.
Super slow roller to second base.
JP takes off on contact, comes home for the winning run, and the Mariners win that game walk-off style with a little infield nubber by Cal Raleigh. He gets his shirt ripped open. The picture today with his belly hanging out. It's great, man. In their blue City Connect jerseys too. So it was pretty epic.
That's awesome.
Hopefully that turns the Mariners' energy around because we need
How
to
many
keep
times
winning
does
games.
Cal have to play hero for the Mariners to turn their energy around?
I was
What
laughing.
are you talking about?
I was laughing so hard because usually you're like, at least he's going to sack fly this. He's going to give it a charge. It's going to be a hard hit ball. This is just the littlest little hit.
The doopiest little boop.
Yep. and we win.
Yeah.
So that's where we're at. Game 1 we took from the Twins. That's good to see. We need to do that. We're winning at home, as we do. But we need to see more from the offense. Bryce Miller's pitching today. He's been getting blown up a little bit, mostly on the road. He pitches better at home, but he is 6-6 with a 3.90 ERA right now. He's kind of Marco Gonzalezing this thing, but he's a dude with more potential than that. Like, he's the guy, how Kirby and Gilbert have taken that step up in the last 2 years. They're growing. We see those giant strides they've made, and they're kind of at the top of their potential right now. Maybe improving more, hopefully, but we've seen the big jump. Bryce Miller hasn't made that big jump yet. He's still progressing up that stair set behind those guys. So we expect more from him, and I expect him to just get better throughout the year. If he keeps getting blown up, I don't know what to say, but I don't expect that from him because
I don't either.
of
He's
what
good.
we've seen already.
He's really good.
Yes.
He's super young, man.
His fastball is awesome. It's all location-based for him.
Yeah, the thing about Bryce Miller, he's really good, and I like him a lot. He would be such a good trade piece if Wu wasn't injured.
You're right.
We could just put Emerson Hancock 5th.
Do you feel like we should have done that on the offseason if we were going to do that?
I
We
don't
talked
know.
about it,
It's-
trading Miller or Wu, and they decided to keep both.
It's a solid call. Either way would have been fine, I think.
With Wu healthy and the way he was dealing, you're very right that Bryce Miller would have been a great trade.
He could be a
chip.
second or third starter on a bunch of different teams.
And a team that's a contender, too. You can make more of a trade with a team that's in it because they can use him now. If you both trade for something you need now. Like, both major league ready trade from two contenders. That's rare, but the Mariners are the team that can make that kind of thing happen.
Yeah, but unfortunately, Brian Wu's injured.
Yes.
And
So-
we can't really afford to get rid of a starting pitcher.
And Hancock is okay. He's not a strikeout pitcher, produce poor contact kind of guy. He's decent, but he's not the kind of guy we can rely on more than Bryce Miller with Wu out.
Sure.
I don't know. I feel like the last 2 years we've been able to trade from our strength, which is our pitching. Like either it's
That is
relief.
no longer the case.
It's not.
We can't really trade pitchers right now.
We need to add, if anything. So
Yeah.
I think the Mariners are in full add mode right now.
Yeah. and, I
they
mean,
have to
our
be.
strength is our farm system, our minor league guys. We can still trade from that.
Oh, yeah. That's what
'Cause-
we have. That's a lot of our capital right now.
Yeah, for sure.
So the last 2 years, we traded Kendall Graveman. Remember that? Remember?
For Abraham
See if I
Toro,
can say something here.
mid series.
Yeah, mid-series. And Toro hit that grand slam the next day off of Graveman.
That is nuts.
That's epic, dude. You
That's
see something
gonna-
new every day?
That's one I'll remember forever.
Never
That's
seen it.
crazy.
That was epic. That didn't work out very well, but we ended up trading him mid-season when we were in the middle of a run, a trade that's goes both ways. Both teams need something, and you do it. You get it done, and hopefully it helps both of you out. But they ended up trading Paul Sewald last year too. Same kind of thing. It's like we get a couple guys back that we need on our roster to kind of rejuvenate and make it more youthful.
Did we get Rojas and Urias in that trade?
Rojas and Urias, yeah. No, Rojas and Canzone.
In Canzone. Where did we get Urias? I don't remember.
Red Sox. Isaiah Campbell.
Okay, yeah.
Who we could use right now. But I was listening to Section 10 earlier in the season. Isaiah Campbell wasn't great. At least Carabas didn't like Isaiah Campbell very much. So
Mustache
maybe
glasses.
we dodged a bullet. Penn Murphy, though, give me Penn Murphy back. I don't know where he's at right now, but I love that guy.
I heard Sadler's a free agent.
Yes, Sadler fell off hard, though.
That's what I heard.
He had that injury and didn't come back the same guy. So
bummer. He was great for us.
But we do need to do something, man, because who are our dudes in our bullpen?
I'm going to leave that one up to Jerry. I trust Jerry with that one. Go find a reliever in the margins that you don't have to pay very much money who is solid.
Yep, you've been saying that, and that is very true.
That's his shit.
I think that's
his favorite thing.
Exactly. That's our strength. So we'll do that.
Mm-hmm.
So I have the question here. Do we add bullpen arms? I say Logan Evans is the dude who from AA who we're trying to maybe get in there at some point during the year.
He's a starting pitcher that we want to turn into a bullpen guy.
Yeah, because of his weapons, we can put him in our bullpen, and that'll help us. Gregory Santos has been progressing through live BP sessions and making strides to be healthy and good.
It's what we hear. Still no timeline, I'm pretty sure, on that.
No, but sounds like he's throwing and he likes it. He feels good. So
we're gonna mention it every single episode until it happens.
What about the Gabe Spire?
What about the Gabe Spire?
Gabe the Babe. Have you heard anything?
No, I haven't.
Let's look that up real quick.
Look it up.
I'm gonna do that. But Bizzardo and Bauman have been awful, and we need to get somebody back. And at least we have guys coming back soon, dude. I can't wait. Gabe Spire, he kind of fell off a little bit before his injury. I think he was having problems before the actual rotator cuff strain was diagnosed.
Yeah, I mean, we have no way of knowing for sure. But
he was one of our lefties.
Seems that way.
We need him back because Saucedo's taking the bulk of lefties, and we need another lefty back there.
The bulk?
The bulk.
All of it?
Yeah.
So, yeah, I mean, Santos is coming back, too. He actually is scheduled to start his rehab stint in AAA today?
Whoa.
Today.
Whoa,
No, Tuesday. Sorry, this coming Tuesday.
Yeah, Tuesday.
Yeah.
So, yeah, he's throwing a couple live bullpen sessions on the field. We just watched a video of him throwing to Bliss. Looks like he's throwing his sinker pretty nice. Little down and in action to righties, and he even wanted a last pitch. He threw a certain 20 pitches, I guess, and then he wanted a 21st pitch because that 20th one wasn't a good one to end on. So he threw a 21st pitch. So that means he's feeling good. He's ready to go. He's going to throw in a game on Tuesday. So, hey, he's really close to coming back.
Yeah.
Like before the All-Star break, or like after the All-Star break.
Yeah, so he's been throwing live BP. So I think what they want is this rehab assignment to be pretty short.
Yeah, 2 games, 3 games, probably 2 or 3 appearances to make sure.
It's coming up. We're going to see Santos soon.
Yeah, he's going to throw, have his couple days rest, throw again, couple days rest. Well, it'll probably be around the All-Star break that he comes back.
And that's going to give us so much more of a clear picture as to what we should do moving forward. Do we add bullpen arms? Do we just go after big bats? 2 of them.
We should go after 2 big bats. I think our bullpen will be okay if Santos can come back, be effective. Gabe Spire can come back and be effective because Gabe, with the left rotator cuff strain, he's expected to throw off a mound today, Saturday, and expected to throw a bullpen session Tuesday. He was placed on the IL on June 1st and on track to return near the All-Star break. So he'll be back soon. That's some help in our bullpen, too. That's 2 arms in our bullpen that we need. And that's 2, I guess. Those are guys I think we can trust down the line.
That's the goal.
Yeah. So
yeah,
we have the help there we need. We need to spend our prospect capital on getting bats for sure. I'm going to say it again. Vladimir Guerrero Jr. fits our team so well. Like that, if that's the easiest and best upgrade we can get, we need to go for that.
You brought it up to me earlier that he was saying, I'll never play for the Yankees.
Yeah, he did.
That sucks. And then he kind of flipped it and was like, I'm a professional baseball player. I'll play for any team.
Yeah, dude. Now that he's on the trade market and his name is the biggest one out there, he's kind of flipped his script. You know, his dad hated the Yankees. It's a family thing. He was young and a little bit rowdy, and the Blue Jays and the Yankees did have kind of a rivalry going. It was heated, you know. It was maybe a little more emotional than he meant it to be at the time, where he's like, yeah, I'll never play for that team. That, like, fuck the Yankees.
Right.
Never. And now, yeah, of course, he's flipped his script because the Yankees pay more than anybody. They've showed that they want to do that at this point, and they are another huge contender to get him. So the Mariners have to compete with that to try to get Vlad Jr.
Did you see Luis Robert hit a bomb 470, dude?
in Colorado?
Doesn't matter.
It was deep as fuck.
It was a big one.
Yeah, it's like 25 rows up in left center field out there. Oh, my. Yeah, he got all of that one. I bet
Smoked.
he didn't even feel it off the bat.
Get dented.
Get dented.
If you were a Major League Baseball player, is there a team that you would absolutely not want to play for?
Yeah.
What?
I don't know, like the Marlins.
I was going to say Marlins, too.
I wouldn't want to play for the Marlins.
Is there a team that you would want to play for?
Uh-huh.
Don't say Mariners.
Uh-huh. I'd want to play for the Baltimore Orioles.
I was going to say Orioles or Pirates.
Yeah, the Pirates, sure. Why not? I was going to say the Cubs. I don't know why. The Cubs seem like a good team to play for.
Cool.
Oh, yeah.
Get me in a Pirates jersey, bro.
Yeah, get me in a Cubs jersey. Put me out in the outfield. I'm ready to play today.
I don't know what I would play.
I'd play center field.
Give me third base.
I'm left-handed, so I have limited options. I'm not playing first base, so I'm playing center field, damn it.
I don't think I could hit well enough to play first base.
Well, in a perfect world where you could hit.
Oh, yeah, right. I'm a Major League player.
Yeah.
Give me third base.
Yeah, third base all day, dude.
Yeah.
You're a third base guy. Slap him in the hot corner. Good luck getting a ball by him.
Not happening.
It's Luis Robert.
Yeah.
That'd make a great addition to our team,
That'd
too.
be sweet. But we were talking about how probably get rid of Haniger.
Yeah, but I mean,
maybe get rid of, but maybe just kind of push him to the side.
Okay, thinking about Patrick. Hey, Patrick.
Hey, Patrick.
Dominic Canzone.
Mm-hmm.
Swings and misses a lot.
He sure does. But
when he hits the ball, it's good. I mean, his BABIP isn't even that high either. So, like, you can't say he's been good. But he's better than Haniger in right field. He's a left-handed threat at the plate, and he has not been hitting well. He's been striking out a lot.
Streaky.
Yeah,
I'm going to say streaky.
Sure, I can agree with that.
Because he was hitting pretty well. But lately, it's been not great.
I expect him to hit better.
I even asked you, I think 2 weeks ago, if you think Canzone is underrated because he was playing well.
And I said, yeah.
Yeah, and then...
Now I'm like, maybe.
Right. I think he's perfectly rated.
Yeah.
He is who he is, and everyone knows it.
Yeah, so he's probably in line with the Mariners' 30th in batting average, 26th in OPS, 30th in hits, 28th in doubles, 25th in OBP, 27th in slugging, 23rd in BABIP. Probably in line with those numbers.
He's Mr. Mariner.
So I guess he fits right in here. Yeah. But
that's what I'm saying.
Shit, man, it's just not been good lately.
Not especially.
So we go Polanco comes back from injury. Where the hell has Bliss been? And where's Dylan Moore been? They've been stuck on our bench. Have they even played?
I feel like they've played once apiece.
Yeah, but why?
It's insane, man.
Yeah,
Polanco has been not good. Bliss was hot, and they just pulled him out. We did watch that video of Santos throwing batting practice to Bliss.
Yeah.
So, I mean, that's where they're giving him at-bats is in practice.
I think they were just standing. He was just standing in. And then that last pitch he swung because it was the last pitch, and he knew it. And he's like, I'm just going to swing a little bit at this one and see.
I don't know, man. It's I'm thinking maybe they're putting Jorge Polanco in there for a week or so to be like,
yeah,
man,
do we really need this guy?
Yeah. Like I was saying, this is exactly what I was afraid of. He comes back and he doesn't match the team energy.
Doesn't produce,
I
doesn't
mean,
help.
Everybody else has also not matched what we had going for a little while there. So
Sure, but Polanco was like 5 for 21, 8 strikeouts, no walks.
5 for 21.
1 run, 1 RBI in his last 7 games, doing nothing. Let's see about how many games Bliss and Mora have played, because I haven't seen them on the field. They haven't gotten any starts. Where are they? Rojas has been starting, which we like.
Like Rojas.
But Dylan Moore and Ryan Bliss both get pushed out of playing and making an impact on this team. They're the speed, they're the defense we need out there. If Polanco is missing balls at second base that should be an out, that we're used to being an out, then maybe Sims should roast him for it and make it apparent that like this dude is not playing at a high level. Defense
keep doing it,
or
Sims.
offense.
You keep it up, buddy.
So, I mean, maybe it is good to be pointed like that. Let's see. Dylan Moore. We have Victor Robles on our roster. He pinch ran yesterday. Like, he doesn't hit well. He hasn't made an impact offensively.
That's Haniger's runner.
Dylan Moore is
That's
also
his wheels.
Not great in his last 7 games, but he hasn't played since June 26th, this June 29th. That's in line when Polanco came back. He hasn't had an at-bat. Ryan Bliss, who had 2 3-hit games in the last series before coming home and Polanco being back.
It's completely pushed to the wayside so Polanco could come into the game.
Yep, hasn't played since the 26th.
What are we doing?
He was 0 for 3 and 0 for 4 after that, but still, like, he was hitting better. He's 7 for 17, 412 average, 706 slug in his last 7 games, and also in the last 15 games, 275, 310 OBP with a 475 slug. That's almost an 800 OPS. So that's one of the best hitters on our team for the last 2 weeks. And
I'm no
he's been on the bench
mathematician,
for 3 days.
But 7 for 17 is better than 5 for 21.
Much better. Much, much better. With
and
that
this isn't
slug,
a math show.
In the last 7 games, he has a 1.1 OPS. Like, put that guy in the game. What are we doing? Why
Bliss
is
in the game.
Polanco not on the fucking bench with Robles? And Dylan Moore, why isn't Dylan Moore coming in late game to sub for him at least when he can hit a relief pitcher's fastball? I don't know, man. I just don't understand why we're not playing these players that have been impact players for us in the last month. And then we don't play them as soon as Polanco gets back instead of putting Polanco on the bench and putting our best team on the field. Why? The veteran leadership or something? Polanco hasn't been that for us. He's here on a 2-year deal. The second year is the team option, so it's a 1-year thing. We're not signing him again. No way.
I remember when Bliss that came up and they kind of paired him up with Jorge Polanco as like a...
It was Clase.
Clase, that's right. Good call. Yeah, like, here's your mentor. This is a guy who knows what he's doing.
Yeah, he's been around and knows what he's doing, but
I know
he's
he
not
does and
performing. So
exactly.
So Polanco has got to go.
I think it's time to cut our losses.
It's basically Colton Wong out there.
It is, isn't it?
Yeah. That's exactly what it is. At least Mitch Garver, we can trust a little bit more than we did AJ Pollock. But, I mean, Mitch Haniger, Dom Canzone both need to get it going because we could add a left or right-handed outfield bat to replace either of those guys. We can keep Ty France, get rid of Polanco, get someone like Vladimir Guerrero Jr., shore up our DH spot. We'll have a lot of right-handed batters, but, like, I don't know. As long as we can do some damage offensively.
You want Vlad as a DH, put him at first base on Ty's off days?
Yes. They're both right-handed, so we're stacking up like that. Mitch Garver is also right-handed, so we're going to need to add someone left-handed. We can't add Luis Robert also or Randy also and just go full righties. I mean, Canzone and Luke Raley are our lefties, and we could just, I guess, use them as a utility bench, or not utility, but platoon bench lefties, and get some starts against righties sometimes, depending on the matchup and who needs days off. Mitch Haniger isn't performing well enough to be on the roster if we're going to trade for a better outfielder, and neither is Dom Canzone, honestly. But we just have more team control, and he's cheap right now.
Have you heard of any players in the margins that we could pick up? Because it sounds like they want to spend money on these big name guys.
I would like to.
These established guys. What do you think about like a Rengifo or something like that?
Rengifo would fit fine. I think that's another right-handed batter, but
I don't
also,
think that's marginal, but
he hits better than most of our players do. He puts the ball in play more than any of our players do. He's killed the Mariners quite a few times. He's very useful in the field, plays multiple positions, which the Mariners like. Rengifo makes sense to me. I don't know why we wouldn't do that. It'd be better than Polanco. But we have those guys already. Dylan
do you think
Moore
that's a
is
backup?
already
Do you think
that
they're
guy.
going after Vlad and then they're going to consider Rengifo as like the Yankees got him?
Dude, I see the Isak Paredes trade, and maybe Yandy Diaz, Isak Paredes, Randy Arozarena. I see those guys as options, but it depends on how in the race Tampa Bay is and how much they want to sell. And if we trade them something that they need this season, but like it depends on how much they fall out of the race because they're close enough in the wild card that they might not want to sell the important parts of their team like that. But I mean, I think those guys in the more in the margin are important, like Yandy Diaz and Isak Paredes.
I like Isak Paredes.
I know we've been talking about him since last offseason, and
That's
you've
a good one.
been liking that guy.
He's solid.
I don't really like Yandy Diaz, but he's a good bat. I have to look up some guys that are left-handed that we might want to go for too, because like I'm saying, we're kind of stacking up on right-handed bats. Polanco is a switch hitter, which is another reason they're putting him in the lineup all the time.
Yeah, but he
can
can't hit
left
from
and
either
right.
side.
Yeah, he can.
So
hit.
what the fuck are we doing?
Yeah.
I hate it, man.
Me too.
Like it's not even a talking point. Not only is it not a good argument, I don't even want to hear that shit.
I know, but that's the reason they do
it. He bats left and right. No, he's terribly.
It's cringe.
What are we talking about? No, he doesn't hit
From either side. Either
left or right.
or right-handed pitching, doesn't matter. Striking out, not walking, putting the ball in play weakly. It's bad, man. Polanco, I'm sorry, but we can cut the loss this year and fucking he's got to go.
I agree.
We got to make some trades soon because like we've said about the momentum shift, things can happen quickly. And Houston goes on a run, the Mariners go on a slide. Mariners strike out more than anyone.
It can happen quickly.
Less than anyone.
It can happen really fast.
If Houston pitches well, then we're kind of fucked. And I mean, I don't want to say that at this point. We've played really well against Houston so far this year. Like we've been talking about, it's great to be able to play well against your division. At this point, it's halfway through the season now. We're a few games past halfway through the season, and we're in a good spot. But the peripherals don't look good. Our run differential is minor. We win at home, but not on the road. We win against weaker teams, but not against stronger teams.
That's the thing, man. We can compete with teams like the Royals.
Yeah.
But
Red Sox.
Or the Red Sox.
Rangers even.
Sure, Rangers.
That's all our...
But when we see the Guardians in the playoffs, it's not looking good for us.
We can't play the Guardians right now. Neither can the Twins. This Twin series is a great example of like this. These are evenly matched teams, but we can't compete with the Guardians right now.
We got the Orioles coming up.
Orioles, the Yankees, even the Astros. I'm scared about now. The next time we face them. So the Mariners really need to get some offense injected into their lineup, not just what we have getting better, like getting somebody else in there, 2-3 bats that we need. Like, this is tough, man. We talked about needing an extra bat in the offseason, didn't go get an extra bat. We had got Garver, Polanco, and Haniger. Rayleigh's been the most productive offseason pickup.
The best.
I love Luke Rayleigh. He fits perfectly.
He's so important to the Mariners winning games.
I think Canzone's going to stay.
I do too.
I think Haniger...
If he goes, will I be shocked or sad? No.
It sucks that Haniger and Polanco are the guys we go pay a little bit of money and then have to like cut ties with, but that's the way it goes. Eat that money, get some hitters, get people who put the bat on the ball and maybe put it over the fence or in the gap occasionally.
Because there's no time left.
We're not doing it.
The clock is running out on our window here.
Yeah. Maybe somebody new will get Julio going too, man. We're giving him too much slack. He's hitting 251, 302 on base with a 333 slugging. Not good, man. 635 OPS. Not good. 98 strikeouts. Not going to work. He's a star.
He's our guy for the next 15 years.
And
I keep saying that. I keep saying 15 years. How long did he sign that contract?
It is like,
for? Is it that long?
It's like a 12, 15-year contract or whatever.
Man.
I think it's 15.
Not good enough, bud.
Not good enough. And I don't know. I don't know what it is. He's young. He's still young. Maybe it's mental. He looks healthy. He looks like his body should be able to get it done. He looks great.
Maybe he's hitting that sophomore slump.
Yes, this is his third year.
He got held back.
Yeah.
He's still a sophomore. Next year, he's going to come back just guns blazing.
When Julio goes, this team goes.
That's what they say.
That's what we say. That's what they say. That's what the whole mantra is, and he's not going.
Not going.
So where are we going? Nowhere. Fucking nowhere. Well, we have some guys we could trade. Our prospect capital we've been building for a while. The team has drafted well. We have a few guys in the MLB Pipeline's top 100 list. Our infielder Cole Young, number 25 on the top 100 list. Harry Ford, we know about him. He's number 26 on the list. And Colt Emerson, another infielder, number 48 on the list. And we have Lazaro Montes, number 81 on the list. And then we have Felnin Celestin, Ty Pete, and Johnny Farmello, who has an ACL injury right now. I think either Cole Young or I think it's Colt Emerson has an injury he's coming back from right now too. But they are still very highly touted prospects. Still want top 100 guys that any team that needs to rebuild wants in their system. So those are our most valuable pieces that we can trade, and that's a lot. That's very valuable. That's 4 or 5 players on the top 100 list, plus other guys that look like cornerstone pieces. Felnin Celestin, people talk about him a lot.
I hear his name all the time.
And he's like only in like single A or whatever. That's probably why our dudes were down there watching him in Modesto. You know what I'm saying?
Yeah, exactly. Did you hear about Hogan Windish?
No.
He's an unranked prospect of ours.
Hogan Windish?
Hogan Windish. He hit 4 home runs in a game.
Holy Hogan.
In Double-A.
What?
Yeah, dude. He just, I don't know, unranked guy just had a day.
Is he a Vogelback kind of guy, or is
I didn't
he
look
like,
into him.
What
but
the heck?
He's everywhere, dude. Look at this guy.
Hogan Windish.
Hogan Windish.
Oh, nice mustache and hair. I love Hogan already.
Yeah.
Insane 9 RBI night. All right. Let's get Hogan Windish up here.
I don't know about that. I don't know if he's major league ready. I think he just had a hell of a day.
Maybe he'll throw out a first pitch and hang out in the dugout for a day or something.
They did that with Cole Young, last year?
Yeah.
End of last year? They just had him hang around with the players. And
yeah, I think it was after the All-Star break or after the All-Star game, because it was here. He played in like the Futures game and stuff
That's
like
right.
that. So he was hanging out.
Yep.
Yeah, it's very cool.
It's cool.
Yeah, so maybe we trade him. I don't know. I wouldn't be mad if we trade any of those guys.
That's what they're kind of for.
Yes.
Especially at this time.
This is the most important time.
It's our window.
Pitching staff is excellent. And this is what any team dreams of. Any team with a good offense dreams of our pitching staff.
What, are you going to squander that?
If you start with that pitching staff and you're not adding offense aggressively, you're missing out 100%.
You're going to waste it.
So if we don't see a super aggressive, top-of-the-line bat injected into our lineup, I'm disappointed. We're missing our chance in our window while our guys are healthy. Any pitcher can go down at any time. Knock on wood. Anything can happen. while we have this pitching staff intact, we have to add that bat or two now, all of it. Go for it.
Now that we've been 10 games above 500 for a while, are you going to be, we need to be 20 games above 500, Matt?
Yeah. Yes.
Because you've been saying this.
The
10 games,
momentum.
10 games, 10 games. We're at 10 games. We've been at 10 games. Are you going to start preaching, we need to be 15 to 18 games above 500?
Yes.
Hell yeah.
Yeah,
We
because
do. We really
if you're
do.
winning at a rate where you make it to 10 games above 500 through a certain amount of games, now we're about halfway through the season, and we've kind of flatlined, maintaining this 10 games above 500 for a few weeks, 2-3 weeks now, and this is what we did last year, but we were at 500 and cruised into the All-Star break at 500. If we cruise into the All-Star break
10 games
from
up, bro.
10 games up, I'm still happy, but we have to keep winning at the rate we did earlier.
You want to be 12,
and
13 games above 500
15 is-
going into the All-Star break?
15 is the next.
15.
Push 5 games up, dude. That's 1-2 good series, and depending on what happens with the other team too, if we sweep the Astros, you know what I'm saying, that puts us up 3 more games on Houston. But we have tough teams coming up, especially the Orioles. The Orioles scare me, and if we don't turn this around, it's going to be the Mariners are going to be on blast for how bad their offense is if they get swept by the Orioles at home.
That is going to be a very telling series.
And getting swept by the Orioles at home is not out of the question. It's likely in my mind. So
I don't think you're wrong about that.
if we take 1 out of those 3 games, I'll be happy.
If we take 2 out of those 3, I'll be very happy.
Dude, the Orioles are nasty right now. So the
They're
way the Mariners are
sick.
playing and the way the Orioles are playing they're 2 different tiers of team. So
Yeah.
what I'm saying is we can't get rolled by that team. It'll be so embarrassing. Just 1 game.
Hey, we've seen crazy things happen. What if the Mariners sweep the O's?
It could happen.
Was it
Our pitching's that
the-
good.
the Mets swept the
Yankees?
Was it the Yankees? I don't know. Some good team.
Yeah.
I don't know.
The Mets are back, baby.
The Mets are back.
Have
the
you heard
Grimaces.
the gay grimace? I don't know. The gay Mets?
Is that what they are?
I don't know. I guess. I don't know.
They I don't know. They
Yeah,
had a
Grimace is chugging beers,
Grimace
throwing out
pitched,
first pitches.
and then they've been good.
Yeah.
The Grimaces. I
Dude,
don't know.
they're doing all
I don't know what
kinds
they're
of
doing, but-
crazy shit out there.
I never know what the Mets are doing.
They're winning, I guess. I don't know how they did that, but
Who'd they
look,
sweep? Was it the Phillies or I don't know, some really good team? I don't know. I'll look it up.
Yeah, look it up.
Yeah.
Baseball's crazy, man. Think about every year, things start out
Was
a
it the
certain way.
Astros? Did they sweep the Astros? I feel like
Yeah.
it was the Astros. That's not a good team.
Let's fucking go Mets.
Let's go Mets.
Um,
hey, how come you didn't get a Mets pennant, dude?
Edwin Diaz got suspended for sticky stuff. You see that?
he did.
He's back,
Yeah, he
but
did.
he's
back now? How long did he get suspended? 3 games?
Oh, I don't know if he's back now, but
Oh, I thought you said he's back.
But I mean, he's back from he was kind of getting blown up early in
Oh,
the
I see
season
what
and
you're
had
saying.
to go, I don't know, work on something,
Hmm.
and but I don't know, using sticky stuff, throwing flames. But anyway, the Mets are doing something. But that brings up the point that every baseball season starts out a certain way, and tides turn in both directions for all kinds of teams. Good teams, teams that start off hot, just get rolled late in the season sometimes, and teams that start off slow, like
Astros.
the Astros, like the 2019 Nationals, they won the World Series and they didn't start off hot, but they rolled in the summer and ended up a super strong team by the end.
The Snakes, who made the World
Diamondbacks,
Series last
yeah,
year.
dude. So anything can happen. Everything's up in the air. The sky's not falling, fans.
Not yet.
Don't worry. This team is still good, but they need to add. And I can't wait to see that. It needs to be sooner rather than later. Until then, good luck against the Orioles. I'm scared. I'm being real honest about it.
Yeah, you should be nervous for that series. It's going to be nuts.
Yeah, dude.
If we don't get swept, now I'm with you.
We need to hit the ball.
We do need to hit the ball.
It's so frustrating.
How do you hit the ball? You get other guys to hit the ball because apparently the Mariners can't do it.
Yep. They're swinging and missing, and when they hit the ball, it's not good enough. But yeah, the only two good stats, like I said, the only two good stats, 6th in walks with 278, 11th in homers with 92. So we're getting on base at a decent rate with walks, and we're hitting the ball over the fence at a decent rate, but 30th in batting average? Last. It's so bad, dude. 218 is our team batting average.
Breaking franchise records.
Our on-base percentage is 299, under 300. We're like 3 out of 10 times we get on base.
Not even close to a third of the time.
Then when we're on base, our slugging is 357. A good slugging is like 400 to 500, like 4 something. Like high threes would be nice.
That's tough for us, man.
BABIP 280. An over 300 BABIP would be nice. Like when you put the bat on the ball, let's at least be getting on base 325 to 350 is a pretty decent BABIP. Let's get there, you know. But no, dude, no. Bunts though, hey, bunts. Oh, I was looking up bunts. We bunted twice the other day, so that made it. I think we've bunted 17 times, and 6 of them were sack bunts, and the rest of them are hits. Like,
that is
we're not
solid.
just bunting for sacks, we're bunting to get on base. It's an aggressive bunting style. When they're shifting hard, we just plop it down over there. JP couldn't get it done yesterday, but yeah, plop it down, dude. Plop it right on them.
Plop a steamer on them.
But bunts are the best thing the Mariners have done this last month and added to their arsenal. Now we like anything's possible. It adds way more chaos, and it's been working for us.
Chaos Ball's fully back.
Let's go. Bunting.
Dude, especially last night against the Twins. Oh my God. It was pure chaos. I'm going to keep saying it. We accidentally won that game.
We did. Dude, you know, we bunted twice, right? One of them was a hit. One of them was a sack. I wanted to bunt a third time. There was a runner on third.
JP attempted
with one out, and I was like, just bunt again. Just bunt again. And that's when I think Garver popped up and Canzone struck out. I was like, let's bunt a third time in a row. It's working, even though the infield's in. Like, that's the one thing we're doing right. How about just let's squeeze him in real quick?
Can we teach Julio to bunt?
He needs to.
Because look at Luke Raley. The dude can swing a bat.
Yeah.
The dude is fast. Both things that Julio does.
Dude's a hoss.
I feel like it's an ego thing. Like, I want to get up there and swing. And people are expecting Raley to get up there and swing. And so when he shows bunt, it is 1, hilarious, 2, effective,
yeah,
and 3, the best part of our team right now.
Yeah. The fastest guys should be bunting more often.
So if we can teach Julio to bunt, not saying he should do it all the time, but when you need a bunt, why not have another bunter in the lineup?
Lay it down. You're fast as hell. Like, just lay one down. Push it, because they think
you might
you're
beat
going to
it
be
out.
Swinging hard.
Yeah.
And he's a guy that when he does put the bat on the ball, it's with some of the highest exit velocity in the league. Top 90-something percentile exit velocity. So they're playing back on him. They're shifting on him, expecting him to swing hard.
He lays bunt.
There's no way they're playing.
And everyone
in.
goes, "Oh shit!" You get on first, and then who's up after Julio? JP or something, or Rojas?
Cal Raleigh.
Then all you need is a base hit, and now we're in business.
Yeah.
Now we're talking scoring runs, bro.
So the Mariners get on base, hit the ball, score runs.
Get him on, get him over, get him in.
Yes. That's what the formula is. That's all they need to do. I don't know what's going on, why they strike out so much, why we can't hit breaking balls.
I'm curious, the whole control the zone thing. I mean, they're not hitting. Some of them are whiffing a lot. But I wonder if the control the zone philosophy is hindering these players from swinging the bat and putting the ball in play.
Yeah. Yeah, I mean,
They want to. We're trying to win these games by walking runs in. What, like, I don't know. I'm not saying it's a terrible philosophy, but the way it's playing out looks like they're trying to get him to not swing on these outside pitches. We've been so bad at strikeouts, and they want to limit strikeouts, but then you strike out looking because you don't want to swing at things.
yeah, I know. I've noticed that recently too. We're striking out looking a lot. So the approach, I guess, is to be patient, but we're getting beat because we're getting behind in counts early. We're swinging at pitches out of the zone it's not a great pitch swing.
It's not great. It's not
swing
good.
take profile.
It's not even all right. It's
Yeah.
pretty bad. Now, I know Patrick is pissed about like Dom's performance recently, Canzone's
Yeah.
performance,
Sure.
and we kind of brought that up. But I kind of would rather have him have a 35% whiff rate. Eventually, he's going to run into one. Maybe he'll get the hang of it rather than just watch pitches go right down the fucking pipe
Yeah.
and just stand there like, no, not my pitch.
They pitched him
Not your
backwards.
pitch.
He was expecting the fastball first,
know.
and he whiffed on the fastball first, whiffed on the second pitch because he's trying to do damage, and then he's behind and expecting another breaking ball out of the zone, but gets a fastball right down the middle, and he didn't respond to it because he thought it was another breaking ball. Like, they pitched him backwards and got the best of him for sure. I know what you're talking about, and it is frustrating to watch.
But I
because
think
he's
I would
aggressive
rather have
early.
a 35% whiff rate than a strikeout looking through the roof that everyone just stands there hoping to walk. Walking is good. When JP does it, it's great. When Bliss does it, great. Cal does it, great.
All right, Dom Canzone, he's doing okay. I mean,
I'm saying.
about Dylan Moore, better than Dylan Moore? Yeah, a little bit.
You
Basically,
can't say
Dylan Moore
Canzone is a
offense.
better Dylan Moore.
No, I'm saying he's comparable to Dylan Moore. Dylan's
Okay.
had more at bats, but 220, 292, 423 for a 715 OPS is pretty good. That's a 107 OPS plus, so he's 7% better than the league. And Dylan Moore's at a 112 OPS plus, 12% better than the league. Ryan Bliss, 110 OPS plus. These guys should be playing baseball. And they're not because Polanco is playing. But at the same time, like, Dom's good enough to stick around. Mitch Haniger's not doing that much better. Let's see, 212, 284, 327, 611 OPS for a 79 OPS plus. Mitch Haniger's not doing good. The only guys with a positive OPS plus, we've got Ty France, Josh Rojas, Luke Raley. Luke Raley's the highest at 115. And yeah, Ryan Bliss, Dom Canzone, Dylan Moore. Not even Julio
Cal.
Rodriguez, not even Cal. Oh yeah, Cal's 98, so he's right there.
That
JP
counts.
Crawford's
We're going to count it.
JP Crawford's 99.
We're going to count it.
So they're as league average as it gets. Mitch Garver's 92. Julio's 87. It's bad, dude.
It's pretty bad.
Polanco, 71 OPS plus. Useless.
71.
Useless, dude.
You know, you're right.
Luis Urias had
Colton
an
Wong.
OPS plus of 70, and he gone. So where's Polanco's line? When he gone?
I don't know, man. Give it a week or two.
When that
And-
first trade happens, dude, he better be fucking off our team. We might even go get someone. We don't need a second baseman. We need to go get just anyone who can hit the ball and play outfield.
Right.
Or first base.
Yeah.
This,
It's tough right now.
yeah, it's tough.
Well, I think that'll about do it.
I think so. The Mariners play the Twins tonight, and it's going to be tough. Bryce Miller's going, and he's been giving up some bombs. He's been having a rough go of it. Like I said, a 3.90 ERA is not that bad. He's kind of Marco Gonzalezing it right now with more potential. And we face, who's the guy? Jorge, I'm saying Jorge Polanco for some reason.
Soler.
Who's their pitcher that's fucking...
I forget who we're facing tonight.
He's from the Marlins. Pablo Lopez.
There you
that
go.
guy.
There you go.
And he's probably going to carve us up. So hopefully we can win late and close like we always do. Throw down a few bunts, hit one over the fence, a little bloop and a blast. It always helps. So go Mariners. We're nervous about the Orioles series coming up, but our pitching is that good. Our defense is that good. We're playing at home, hoping for the best. We're going to hit some home runs. I think that's what we can rely on. Some walks, some homers. That's the only things we're doing well. The game has started. Let's go watch it.
Let's go watch some baseball. Thanks, everybody, for listening, watching. If you're on YouTube or Spotify or Apple playlists or wherever you're listening to us, thank you so much. Leave a like. Comment if you can.
Everything helps. Those likes, those subscribes. If you want to share it, go ahead. We're slowly growing, and we like doing what we're doing here in our garage. So thank you for listening, watching, and
go Mariners!
Yes.